Welcome back. You know, today more and more people are making dental insurance a part of their overall health plan. And here to explain how we can plan ahead and ensure proper dental care today and for the future is Senior Vice President of Physicians Mutual, Bob Gunia. Welcome back to our home.
Bob, we love it when you're here.
I love being on an Emmy-nominated daytime lifestyle program. Just announced. Woo.
Well, you know, we could not have done any of this without you.
Oh,
yes.
You're just saying
it's
that 'cause
true.
it's true.
It is true. You are now also Emmy-nominated, my friend, as part of the show.
Do you know what else is true? A growing appreciation that there is for dental insurance.
Yeah.
Yes.
That appreciation is,
You know, oftentimes we don't appreciate what we have until we lose it.
Yeah.
And so
Do you
literally,
mean teeth?
Teeth, dental coverage.
True.
Millions of people are losing their coverage. If you count the folks that are retiring, going on Medicare, which doesn't cover dental, and employer plans cutting back dental coverage from their employee benefit package. And so people are appreciating what they've lost. And also there is just a general growth in the understanding of the importance of good oral health care.
It's so true.
Yeah.
I'm just kind of shocked that it's just people are just now coming around to realizing that. I mean, it's very important. So if we don't plan ahead and we don't get dental insurance, what sort of expenses are we likely to see? It's expensive.
Yeah, the fear of the big bill is what keeps people from going to the dental office. Root canal on average costs $900. And if you're retired and on a fixed income, the average Social Security payment is $1,400. So it's a real expense. And unfortunately, issues compound themselves. And so someone could say, it's just not hurting enough, I'm not going to spend the money. Then all of a sudden it gets to a point where you just can't handle the pain.
Right.
And all of a sudden the issue is far worse and there is a really big bill. And so it is important to get good coverage in order to mitigate against that.
Let's talk about, outside of the overall impact it has on your health if you can't afford this sort of coverage.
Yeah, it goes back a couple decades when the Surgeon General issued a report on the oral health of America. And very extensive studies, and since then they have been able to track the bacteria that has originated in an individual's mouths, in the lining of their heart, in their lungs, in their brain. And so it really is kind of a gateway to the rest of the body. The other thing that's real important too is that the mouth has early indicators, if you will, of other health conditions. And so if you're not getting good preventive care, you may have diabetes that goes undetected and all sorts of other illnesses that a dentist can be the first guy that recognizes that you need help.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, you could get really awful infections if you let a tooth get abscessed or something. It can be very dangerous.
Then it begins to open up.
Very, very dangerous.
The whole body.
Now the 900 for just the root canal
has turned into 9,000 because you end up in, it's absolutely true. All right, so how expensive is dental coverage though? Is dental insurance, do you think? Can the average person out there afford the dental coverage that they need?
It's a great question because we can talk all about the benefits of getting good dental care, but if you can't afford a dental insurance policy, why bother having the conversation? You can get dental insurance for as little as $30 a month.
$30?
And so what we've done is to develop a policy that covers the essential benefits that you need with a strong emphasis on preventive care. Because preventive care is a good way to keep costs down over the long run in order to get an affordable premium for people. So it is much cheaper than what you might expect.
So for $30 you can preventive care, fillings, crowns, and root canals?
Correct.
I mean, I don't think you want them all in 1 month, but
you don't want to have them. I do. It's interesting because ever since I was a little kid, because my mom had us on this plan, every 6 months, I'd be like, wow, 6 months came by that fast.
Right.
You know, a new toothbrush. But we'd also go in for our cleaning, you know, and have that routine maintenance done, and that's part of that preventative care.
So healthy habits thanks to your parents.
Yeah, and it's still that way today, but it's also like a marker for me where I go, wow, 6 months.
Is it still 6 months?
It is. In fact, it's so important. My last checkup, we did a little clip from Lindsay, who's my dental hygienist in Omaha, Nebraska. Oh, I love Great hygienist. I mean, she just does a great job, real spunky, and so she has a special message that I hope you're willing to take a look at.
For us?
For us. Yes.
Huh.
Thank you, Hellman family, for talking about the importance of great dental coverage. I'm actually going to be doing an oral cancer screening, which is a very important part of any routine care. Isn't that right, Bob?
Yes, right.
Exactly. That is why we do cleanings twice a year. So, what are Mark and Debbie really like?
Really? Okay, I have a quick question.
Wait, did we cut that off? Sure, he didn't answer, did he?
No, was that real? Is she an actress or she's really your?
She is my real.
Okay, first of all, I commend you for being able to get her to do that.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm not an actor. That was amazing. A few things struck me here. You didn't answer. If you did, you cut it off. So did
But
you?
you know what I
Did you
told
say
her?
about us?
Is that you guys are better even in person. I wish everyone that's watching us could be here and experience you firsthand. You're the real deal.
No,
that
Bob,
is
you
so
had us at the
sweet.
top of that when you said Emmy-nominated
Yeah.
show.
Right,
You had
because
us
you didn't
there.
have to keep
You don't
buttering
have
us
to
up.
keep
But we
buttering us up.
appreciate it.
But it's beyond the awards, right? It's what the people think.
It's true, Bob. But what's interesting about what she said was the oral cancer screening.
Yeah.
What is that?
Many people might not realize, but that is part of most preventive checkups, is to take a look and make sure there's any signs of cancer. And so you should be getting that, and if they're not mentioning it, it's because they didn't find anything. But it's good to mention the next checkup. Say, are you doing that oral cancer screening that I learned about on Home and Family?
On our show.
On our show, exactly. Got to keep the pearly whites going. All right. So when we talked about different kinds of coverages. What else should we be aware of when we're purchasing dental insurance? If we're in that marketplace right now.
Exactly. Well, number one, we talked about affordability. You know, our customers at Physician Mutual asked us to develop a dental policy, and they're on fixed incomes. So affordability is a key. And understanding your insurance policy, whether it's dental or anything else that you're purchasing, you don't want to wait till you file a claim to understand what it pays and what it doesn't pay.
Exactly.
And so it's good to ask those important questions. Go out to physiciansmutual.com, do your research in order to find a policy that meets your needs. Because some policies may have a maximum amount that you pay in a given year, and you may not realize that. Or deductibles, copays, all that is good information to have on the front end.
Do you know what else I love? That Physicians Mutual will actually call your customers. If they forget to go to the dentist, Bob will pick up the phone and call.
Correct.
Maybe not Bob.
Is that true?
Yeah, so maybe it's unusual for an insurance carrier to call and say, hey, you haven't filed a claim.
It's like your mom and dad calling saying, did you go to the dentist?
But it's something that we do because it is so very important for people to get those necessary screenings.
Now, are there any other tips you want to leave us with, Bob?
There may be a skeptic to say, is this really what it means? I mean, what's the trade-off and all that? It's worth exploration. You can go down to Home and Family, a guide to a healthy dental, Smile, and all that. Get the necessary information. It's worth exploring because dental coverage is good and it'll save you big bucks down the road.
And all my grandparents had dentures, and today people
they want to keep their teeth.
That's right.
Years.
And people are living a lot longer these days, so you want to keep as many of your teeth as you possibly can.
Take care of them.
It's so important.
Smile's important.
And it's true. You know what? You're not going to lose anything. At least go to the website and check it out.
Yeah.
For $30.
As low as $30.
You always bring a smile.
Yes.
I will tell you. That's so important.
Thank you,
Thank you so much, Bob.